Hey guys, what's up at 9:45 here. Welcome back to another video. Um, Today I'm gonna be experimenting a little bit more today. Kind of like, another fusion of the stuff I used to would have put on the same channel before. I'm kind of like doing the fusion stuff together and doing like more video game related content back on this channel again. So today what we're doing is I have an assortment of Skyrim tier lists here. And so we are just going to go through each of these one by one, and that's going to be the video, basically. Okay, so this first one we're starting with is Skyrim quest lines. Not sure why this one specifies as good, because, like, seem to have all the major ones, regardless of whether they're good or bad here. All right. So starting off strong, we have the companions. The companions is great. I think the companions is really fun. It might not have like I guess the most engaging story, but I think that the companions is really fun. Um, I really like the first ever room that I dungeon, whatever you want to call it, that I raided in Skyrim was actually doing the companions quest. I did the Dustman's Cairn, which is the first one in the companions quest line, before I actually did Bleak Falls Barrow. So that one actually that experience is very memorable to me. Um It's also fun just like doing the little like things and then like going around and just like completely wrecking all the silver hand forts for some reason. I find that stupidly fun. Um so and I also really like the ending where you're like, going to that final dungeon and where you get Wuthrad, which is like one of the best two-handed weapons, I'm pretty sure. I didn't never seem to find one better after I got it. So, um, yeah, Companions is great. I think it's really fun. Daedric quest lines. So this is a little bit tricky to rank because I haven't done every Daedric quest. I've done like three and a quarter, and that means I kind of like started one of them but never actually finished it. The one I didn't ever finish was the one with Barbas that you do in Falkreath. Um, so I'm kind of conflicted on where to. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put it here because I'm gonna like judge the ones I actually have done. Um so like I said, I've completed three Daedric quests in total. And the three I've completed were the Wabbajack one, the Molag Bal one, and the one, I forget the name of, but it's like the one where you go in the tower with the priest guy. I think that one's in Dawnstar or Morthal, I believe. Um, so I'm gonna kind of talk about all of them. The Wabbajack one is definitely memorable because it is to this day the strangest Skyrim quest I've ever done. Like it was just this entire thing of like weird things. You get transported to this other thing. I don't even remember much of what happens in it, but you have to like use the Wabbajack to like stop fights or something like that. It's very, very odd, but I didn't dislike it, is what I'm trying to say. The other, one other one I did, which is probably my favorite, is the one that's in Markarth, where you like explore the abandoned house thing, and then you meet Molag Bal, who's like this really, really evil Daedric prince. And then you have to like make a priest or something submit by torturing him, and it's really horrible. But there's something that's kind of entertaining about it. Especially because I think in order to find the priest, if I remember correctly, you have to like go to a separate dungeon that's like at a different section of the map in order to like uh actually like find the priest, I'm pretty sure. Um so that one was really fun. And then the third one I did, the one in Dawnstar, the actually no, yeah, the one in Dawnstar is my favorite. Um, because in that one you meet this priest of one of the uh eight eight or nine divines or something like that. Erandor, his name might have been. I don't remember, but I do remember that um you have to like infiltrate this tower, which isn't like the other dungeons or towers. It has like its own unique vibe and it's pretty mysterious. You have to do some like book hunting, which I remember being pretty cool. There weren't that many enemies in there, which compared to a lot of other Skyrim quests is actually kind of nice. Um, I remember that you had to like there was something about like where you viewed a vision of like one of the like it like put you in the place. Remember you like looking at at like the past visions of one of the supporters as like you were trying to summon the Daedric entity back, and then um it went wrong, but they managed to stop it. And and then it's a plot twist that Erandor used to be like, a follower of this Daedric entity before he converted over. Crazy plot twist. I remember that being crazy. And then I think it was either like you were viewing it as him, the vision in the past, or you saw him in it. It was from the perspective of another person who died. Not exactly sure, but I do remember the ending was really great because it had this really interesting choice where you could choose to submit and help the Daedric thing, or you could actually help Randor properly eradicate the thing. I don't remember what choice I made, but I remember that aspect of it was pretty cool. So yeah, that was a very long tangent, but basically, yeah, Daedric Quest is a pretty great. Dark Brotherhood. Hmm. Uh, I don't really feel fair ranking Dark Brotherhood, if I'm completely honest. Because Excuse me. With Dark Brotherhood, I never made it more than like two missions, I think. I've done the alternative where you like kill, oh my God, what is her name? Astrid. Okay, I'm an idiot. Astrid, yeah, yeah. I did the thing where like you kill Astrid, report to the guards, and then go into the thing and slaughter them all. That was fun. Um, because it was like an interesting alternative. With the actual quest line itself, though, I never got like further beyond the first like two or three initial killings. Because I think like when I was still like a novice at Skyrim, I got caught for one of them, and I didn't want to continue it. Um, because I wasn't sure how you could kill people without getting caught. So, I didn't continue it. So I don't really feel fair rating it, honestly, so I'm not going to. Dawnguard is easily the best quest line in all of Skyrim. No question about it. So I had done part of the vampire side before, but on my most recent like go through of Skyrim, which was like I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago, I think. Um, I chose to go this direction, like fully. Just for like a little bit of a change of pace, and oh my God, it was incredible. It was the most fun I've had playing Skyrim, I think. And that's really saying a lot because this is like one of my favorite games of all time and my favorite open world game, period. But there was just something like a spectacle about it. Like there were so many like just crazy plot twists that you got to experience during this. And on top of that, um, there was like that awesome fight where you like fight two dragons at the same time. That was epic because they like dived in down the ice and whatnot. And then you also like you got to do like oh I mean you got to visit so many awesome places like some of the most unique and stunning locations in all of Skyrim. Um, and it's just it was fascinating. It was incredible. There were so many incredibly cool areas. And I loved the thing where you like went through different portals. I thought that was really cool. Um, and then you also got to do this crazy cool thing where you got like this bow of light or something like that. Um, and that was freaking awesome. Not to mention, Serana is easily like up there with the best NPCs in all of Skyrim. She's such a fascinating character and follower to get, and an extremely well written character. Everything that you do with like, exploring Harkon's castle and all that stuff, that's great. The one thing I will mention as a little bit of a negative is just a tiny one is like The Harkin boss fight is a pain in the ass because the only weapon that can damage him, I think it's like when he's flying around, the only weapon that can damage him is the bow of light, and you can't hit him with his normal weapons, but he deals like a ton of damage, and he's also insanely fast. And whenever you change back to normal, it's like it's really hard to hit him before he goes back into the thing where you can only hit him with the bow. That was a bit of a pain in the butt, not gonna lie. But otherwise, the entire quest line is just amazing. Definitely like the most fun I've had playing a Skyrim quest. The Dragonborn DLC. Okay, so I should mention I'm not completely finished with this yet. I think I might be like somewhere between a third and halfway through. For the time being, I'm gonna put it in. It's good. I think that it is entertaining. I think the concept is interesting, and I like the things you have to do with like entering black books and whatnot, and trying to chase down Mirak and activating different shrines. And also like the diversity of things that it has you do is really interesting. The one thing I don't really like is how the like Solstheim as an island is kind of a giant pain to navigate. Um, because I feel like the island itself is not very well laid out. Um, so that would be like the one negative. Otherwise, I'm enjoying. I was enjoying it. Imperial, that's great. Imperial is just the much superior version of the Stormcloak one. I know they're like exactly the same, but I find the Imperials a little more entertaining, and I'll get to the Stormcloaks when I get to it. This boy, I have to rant about something that happened when I tried to do the Stormcloak one, but the Imperial one just feels very satisfying. It's simple and it's fun. I like it a lot. Excuse me. Okay, sorry about that. I had some stuff on my nose I need to blow up real quick. Um, moving on. Oh boy, the main quest. All right. This might be like the hardest one to rank out of this entire list because there are some like the first like part of it where you're like going to Bleak Falls Barrow, you fight the dragon, you become the Dragonborn, you learn from the Greybeards, all this stuff. It's like here. And then you do the Thalmor party and it's like here. But then you're like fighting some more dragons and it's back up here. Um, and then you get to the stuff where it's like, trying to remember the progression of it. And then like you get to a point where you're like resting Esbern and it's back down here because the Ratways effing suck. Um, but then you get to meeting Parthenax and it's like up here. And then you have to do the Civil War thing, which is all the way down here. and then the final boss in Alduin, which is like here. Um, it is such a the main story to Skyrim is such a vast range in quality. Like for the most part, it's pretty good, but man, there are some just insufferable parts of it. Which I think prevents me from going here despite how much I enjoy it. I think I'm gonna put it here. Um because and that's mostly because like by doing Imperial or Stronghold you can completely avoid the stupid Civil War negotiation thing. Because otherwise it would put it to like meh. But like with that like little thing included which I found out because I did Imperial before I finished the main story. You can actually like skip that painfulness entirely. And the ending when you fight in Sovngarde, always thought that was really really cool. So overall, I think it's good. It just has some really really bad individual quests in it that just suck and are really boring. Um, now the the miscellaneous quests are tricky. So obviously I know what it's referring to, but like with this, I'm just going to assume that it's not talking about the the major quest lines of each hold. Because that would be something else to rank entirely. And that's also not something I could completely rank because that's not something I've done for every like major hold that has a major quest line like that. So I'm going to assume it's not including that. Um, I don't know. I'm just gonna put it in mid, not because I don't like it, but like because there's so many of them. And they can range from anything like, raiding a bandit camp to like doing the really interesting quest with like the Alucard or whatever. Um, that one's a bit difficult, which is why it just goes like perfectly in the middle, I guess. Stormcloak is fucking the Z tier, and here's why. I know that it and Imperial are like basically the same, and the contents of the quest is not why I'm putting it there. It's just because of a really bad experience I had. I recognize this is totally biased. I'm sure that if I went back to the Storm Clouds again, this weird bug would never happen. But just this one, like, his poor experience just like it genuinely just makes me put it to the bomb. So basically, what happened is like I got to the point where you're like it's like after you take Whiterun from the Imperial, so like it's after the entire like battle on Whiterun, which is really fun. Then like for some reason the game just totally bugged the fuck out. And no matter how much I looked, you could not continue it because when I went to talk to Ulfric, there was no like dialogue option to say that like, oh, I finished this quest, I've taken Whiterun. There was nothing that you could do about it. Literally nothing. So I was just stuck. And since then, I haven't gone back to it. But also, Um, the very beginning, like just comparing it to the Imperial quest, the Imperial one just has you clear out some bandits, which is like I don't remember where it is. It's like somewhere like off near Solitude in Dragonsbridge. And like it's not super hard to find. It's pretty close by, pretty easy standard deal. For some reason, with the Stormcloak one, you have to go to some weird ass island that's like near the very top of the map and is just a complete pain in the butt to get to. And then you have to kill like this ice wraith for some reason. Like comparing that to the beginning of the Imperial is just incredibly stupid. Um, so for that reason, just purely biased, Stormcloak is fucking the Zine tier list. Thieves Guild, I have not played enough of to rank, and same thing with College of Winterhold and Vampire. I only did a little bit of it, but like I don't know, it wasn't that great, especially compared to the Dawnguard one. Um, so yeah, that's my pretty basic Skyrim quest lines tier list. We are already at 26 minutes with one tier list. That's great. Um, it's not a big deal. Okay. So the next tier list we have is the Skyrim cities tier list. Um, Now I'm gonna save that one to last because I don't recognize it right away. I'm gonna go with the other ones I recognize more first. Okay, Whiterun is S tier. I mean, did it is this like is this really like up for debate here? Whiterun is obviously the best city. It's got like the most interesting NPCs. It's got the best quest lines. It's most important to the main story. It's the excuse me. It's like the easiest to find your way around. It's got the like most useful like amalgamation of shops in it. Um, Whiterun is just the goat of Skyrim cities. I won't hear anything else. Um, Dawnstar Dawnstar's like a C, I think, because it's like one of those ones that's not even really a city. That's like barely a city. It's I guess. It's okay. It's nothing special about it, really. Markarth is A. I really like Markarth a lot. I think the like emphasis on the Dwemer architecture is really cool. Actually, I really like that a lot. Um, and the main quest line, um, I forget the name of it. Like, hold on, I need to look it up. Like, name of Markar's city west line. That's it. No one escapes Sidna Mine. Right. Okay. That is like, in terms of like, that's like second or maybe even tied with the Dawn Guard for like my favorite quest line in the entire game because the entire thing is so goddamn interesting and entertaining. Like you're following a murder and then you're like also murdering some corrupt people, but you're also like discovering corruption in the guards, and then you have to like throw people in prison, and it's the only time we're actually excited to get sent to prison because it doesn't mean anything in your crime rate. And then like you you like uh you like meet with the leader dude of the oh gosh, oh what were their names? It wasn't Palmer. Oh, um, Markarth, common enemy. I did trying to see if I can find Forsworn. That's it, Forsworn. Like, meeting with like the leader of the Forsworn is really, really cool. It's just something crazy, even though it doesn't like affect like the way that like the situation with the Force and how many you have to fight in that area after you finish the quest. It's still insanely cool. And then he leads like this mass prison breakout where you get to like kill a bunch of guards for no penalty or jail time or fees whatsoever after breaking through a Dwemer ruin to escape the thing. It's just the most batshit insane quest, and it's so much fun. Um, so that definitely like is a big plus for Marker of the City, but I also just love the layout. I think the NPCs are really interesting. There's also some other the Molag Bal Daedric quest is in here, and that one is really really great too. So yeah, Markarth is great. Um, oof, Morsel. Oh boy. Uh, uh, Morthal is after. I'm sorry. Morthal is just the most pathetic excuse for a city ever. Unlike Dawnstar, in which their layout is basically the same, only Morthal is smaller than Dawnstar, Morthal is just pathetic. It doesn't have, like, the one thing it has going for it is the whole, like, quest line with Movarth the vampire, but even that's kind of lackluster. Morthal is just sad. Like, I feel like when talking about Morthal, I really need the sad let me see it. Let me see if I can find it. Um like like this entire sound effect is just Morthal in a nut, basically. um. Okay. Next we have uh. I need to look at this again to remind myself. I looked at this like 5 minutes before I started recording. I still don't remember it. Uh, I know that's Riften. This one is uh Solitude, I believe. And then the bear one is Windhelm. The deer is Falkreath, and then the castle is Winterhold. Okay. Riften is gonna go in a D for me. Um, because uh I tried out the Thieves Guild. The reason I didn't rank it is because I barely played any of it. I didn't find it that interesting. Um, Also, there's not a huge amount of like things to do or quests in Riften. Um, I don't really like the way it's laid out. It's kind of confusing. It's just not great. The NPCs aren't that interesting. It's just not that good. Um, Windhelm is the quintessential B tier. Because I think that it has some cool NPCs, some semi-interesting quests. The big thing holding it back is the layout is confusing as all heckin' get out. But beyond that, it's all right. I don't hate it. Winterhold. Let's be real here, people. This is E tier. Like no one goes to Winterhold for any other reason other than doing the College of Winterhold like um quest line. The only reason it is not in F tier is because it is a little bit bigger and less pathetic than Morthal. Now, Falkreath is another quintessential tier because it doesn't really have that memorable quest lines or um NPCs in it, but it's also like not as unpleasant as Riften because Riften has the fucking rat way. Actually, you know what? I just remembered the rat ways. I want to switch these two. Riften is now an E tier. Um, because that was off topic, but I fucking hate the rat race. They suck. They're like the worst area to navigate the whole game. They're awful. Um, yeah, Fog Reef is alright. It's alright. Now Solitude, that's an A tier. Really interesting quests, like great layout. This is another like quintessential city for me. The Bard's Quest is here. I haven't done a whole ton of that, but it's pretty interesting from the bit I did do. The Wabajack Daedra quest is here as well. The NPCs are all really great. This is like the main hub for the Imperials, which I find interesting. It's pretty like simple layout too. Has a lot of like pretty nice and essential shops in there, so it's pretty great. And yeah, that's about it for the Skyrim cities tier list. And holy wow, not for longer than I thought. But it's fine. Now, now we are moving on to Skyrim enemies. Now, this one might be a little bit tricky for me because These pictures are terrible quality. So, and to be honest, I wasn't able to find a ton of great examples of this because a lot of them, all the ones I looked at, the pictures didn't really have good quality to them. So I'm not really like, it's like for this. I'm immediately gonna put like both of the astronauts in actually D because I don't fight them on a regular basis, but I just don't think their concept is super interesting. Giants are C tier because I think they're cool, but I just don't encounter them very much. Ah, I am okay. I think this is the Alucard warriors. I'm surprised they have like their own enemy classification. Um, I'll put them in C, I guess. Actually, B. They're kind of fun to fight. I enjoy fighting gargoyles. You don't see them very much. Like, they're an extremely uncommon enemy, but like when one appears, it's always a bit of a shock factor, and I like that. Um, and they're decently tanky too. I like that. These things I could care less about, honestly. I don't really think they're that annoying. They're just like whatever to me. If this is supposed to be the like Dark Brotherhood assassin that they send after you, that's going straight to the utter tier. These guys are laughably stupid. Like, the one and only time I encountered something like this, it was just like I randomly saw it in the enemy marker above me. And after that, I killed it in like 2 hits. It is pathetic. Uh, okay, I'm not really sure what that's supposed to be, so I'm gonna skip it. Forsworn, they get a D because they can be really annoying in large numbers. I don't know what that thing is either. Or, or only A tier because it feels so satisfying to just murder them. That is the only reason why some or anything would be getting an A tier of any kind. Oh, these things. I don't remember what the name of them is, but I don't like it. Oh my god, frostbite spiders. Oh my god. Frostbite spiders are the most annoying enemy in the entire game. I hate frostbite spiders. Like, If there's ever a room with webs, I immediately think the devs ran out of ideas for a room in this dungeon because there's fucking frostbite spiders in here. That is my indication that a dungeon has run out of ideas for at least kind of interesting rooms because of these fuckers that are in it. Because they're in basically every damn dungeon that is a cave of some kind, or they're in like snowy areas of any kind, or forests, and I hate it. It's so annoying. Okay, I'm pretty sure this one. I I don't know if it's called Centurion, but it's no. This is a Dwarven Sphere. That's the name of it. Um, I'll put it in B. I actually kind of like these things. I think their design is cool. I don't think they're super annoying, actually. Uh, that's a skeleton? That's okay. It's like a less interesting version of like Draugr, basically. I don't remember what that thing is. Can't really tell based on the picture. The mages are like C tier. They're honestly kind of like whatever to me. These things were actually really annoying in Solstheim. I didn't like them very much. I cannot tell what either of those things are. Um, wolves by themselves. Uh, hmm. The only reason I like them is because it's really, really satisfying to kill them. Like, as annoying as it is to encounter them in packs, it's like doubly as satisfying to just murder all of them, especially because they're like the easiest to kill enemies in the entire game. So it's really like never that much of a problem to do it. I don't remember which one that is. I think this is a Dwarven Centurion. Uh, ooh. Put this in S tier? I think I might. I think it might be first S tier. These are just really fun to fight, especially because like you don't encounter them that often, so they're actually kind of entertaining to fight against because like you kind of forget what they look like, you know? Um, the Ice Wolf is like a less interesting version of a normal wolf in my mind. Um, I don't know what either of those things are. I think this is like a Forsworn Briarheart. It's like whatever. I don't really fight against them that much compared to like other Forsworn. So I don't know what that is. I don't fight woolly mammoths enough to rank them. I can't tell what either of those things are. Okay, frost trolls. Uh, they're right, I guess. Now, is this supposed to be a Draugr? Is, I guess. No, I actually think this is a Draugr. If that's the case, then Draugrs are S tier because they're just really satisfying to, like, beat the crap out of. I'm not sure what that thing is supposed to be. Okay. Ghost enemies are A tier because they're normally a part of some cool dungeon quest. I like them. I don't know what that thing is. Ice raids are utter shit. I hate fighting against them. They sneak up all on me all the time, and they're such a pain to fight against. Same thing with saber cats. Saber cats are so freaking annoying. They are everywhere. I don't know why Nazim is on this list. He's not an enemy, but like Nazim, I don't hate. I don't like love Nazim, but I don't think he's. I don't like hate Nazim either. I don't think he's as bad as like every other Skyrim player says he is. I don't know what that thing is. Okay. Generic dragon. See, this would be A for the novelty that you're fighting a freaking dragon. I'm gonna put in B purely because of how fucking many random dragon encounters you have. Like, the rate at which you encounter dragons is honestly stupid. And it really, like, takes away a lot of the fun from fighting them over and over again because you encounter so many of them. It's like it's a ridiculous amount that you encounter them. Chickens, I have absolutely nothing to say on. I didn't even know you could like fight them as an enemy. Mud crabs are kind of annoying, but they're also just kind of there. I also don't really care about these like skeletons in the night in the whatever this area was. We didn't even mention when I was talking about the Dawn Guard, by the way. That's a really cool area. Um, not sure why the frost troll is in here twice. Oh my gosh, these are other shit. These things are so tanky for no reason, and they do the most annoying spells of all time. Okay, now I'm gonna assume that this is just like your generic bandit. I'm gonna put this in B tier. They're really fun to kill. Uh, actually, ooh, A tier actually. Don't know what that is. I don't kill children in Skyrim, and even other enemies. I don't know what that thing is. Dwarven spiders are like the most annoying of the dwarven enemy types. Uh, and then just generic skeletons I'll put like C tier. Yeah, apologies if I like missed a crucial Skyrim enemy in this like bottom part, but I genuinely can't tell what any of these are like based on the pictures. So this is as far as my Skyrim enemies tier list is gonna go. Uh, and we are at 53 minutes. Okay. Now comes the possibly the longest part of this list because I actually managed to find a uh Skyrim like soundtrack tier list. And as you know, if you've been watching a while, Skyrim is my favorite video game soundtrack ever. And it seems like they have a decent amount of the tracks here. So, and what I'm gonna do is if there's one that I don't remember how it goes, then I am going to search for it on YouTube. I can have another listen to it. Like this first one. I don't remember this one necessarily. So
Somewhere along the way,
Okay, I remember that one now. That one is kind of like it's like it's weird because that one is like the most generic um battle soundtrack. It's like the one that normally plays after you've finished after battle or something like that. That one's not super interesting. I'm gonna be honest. That one's not a mine. I don't remember Master of All. I have this one. Okay. Um, this one's right, like C. I think I don't know why I keep closing YouTube. Let's see here. That one's eight, I think. I feel like I hear this one very often. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of forgettable. Shadow Mountain. Uh, which one was Steel on Steel again?
Bugs. Give me the scaly, the squishy, and the speckled. Join me,
Why?
Aquafina, as we explore the extraordinary. And it's all
I never
real.
A
watched
Real Bug's
Turbo.
Life, now streaming on Disney
Really
Plus.
close. Ah, this one. Okay. This is going in A. This is probably my favorite battle track in Skyrim. Okay. Tier. Secunda's S tier easily has such a cool instrumentation, really, really cool um heckin' instrumentation. I freaking love this song. I need to look up Imperial Throne again. Let me see here. Ooh, ooh. I forget where this played exactly, but I really like that one a lot. That's A tier. Frostfall, that one's also great. Don't mind that. Dang it. Night Without Stars. That's one I need to look up again. Okay, that one's not good. That one's weird. That's like one that kind of plays sporadically when you like exit a cave and it like needlessly puts you on edge. Awake is cool. It's like a nice one to have after like after you like when you first like starting the game. Um, so why is he fucking cat? You have the ambient ones. That's definitely really forgettable. Same thing with Kind's Peace and Unbound. Well, Kind's Peace is a little bit better. Okay, Far Horizons S tier. S tier. Oh my gosh. I remember it, but I want to listen to it anyway. Dude, this is incredible. This is such a oh, it's such a track. Like when I think of Skyrim, this is what I think of. Like some of my favorite gameplay moments in all of Skyrim have been augmented by this incredible track in the background. It is so like calming and soothing and inspirational and uplifting. It is easily the best one in the game. These two are great. I love the vibe that they play in like the taverns, and I think they just sound really nice. Streets of Whiterun is good. I like it. One They Fear is kind of like one of the more mediocre battle tracks. What is the White River? What the heck? Um, the White River. What's this?
Centrum Silver is now clinically shown to support cognitive health in older adults.
I was. Oh, this one. Okay. Hmm. Uh, it's I. Silence Unbroken is just a worse version of Footsteps. From Past to Present is amazing. It's like one of the most classic in the game for a reason. And same thing with Standing Stones. Actually, Standing Stones is also really good. Uh, those two are like, eh. Same thing with this one, that one. Out of the Cold is good. I really like Around the Fire. Actually, you know what? Both of those go out in A. Can't tell what that fully says. I'm not gonna rank it. Caught Off Guard is classic. I think everyone knows that one. It's good. Ooh, which one was Broken Road? I don't remember that one. Unbroken. That's B tier. I don't hate it. Aurora is just kind of eh. What is Blood and Steel?
Run. Canned vegetables?
No. No. That's very generic. Can't tell what that one is. Ooh, 7,000 Steps. I really like 7,000 Steps a lot. That one's really good. Same thing with Solitude. Lots of Skies is pretty good. Same thing with that one. Sky of Voice Within is really good. Can't tell what that one says. Ancient Stones. That's one I was thinking of. That one's really good. I've got those confused. Oh my God, Stalingard's S tier. I'm not explaining that. Stalingard's S tier. Ooh, Wind Guide You. Honestly, that's another S tier. I'm gonna move some other ones up there as well. But Wind Guide You is like one of the longest songs in the soundtrack. It's like 7 freaking minutes long, but it's so good. It has such a enchanting, uplifting melody. I love that. Skyrim Atmospheres is B. It's so long. It's like literally almost an hour long. Um, ooh, the City Gates is really good. Silent Footsteps is a classic. Um, Dragon's Reach is a B. That one is like C. I don't really like that one. And obviously that is S tier. Don't need to debate that one. One of the most iconic main themes in all of gaming. Yeah, that's gonna do it for the Skyrim tracks tier list. And that's also gonna put a wrap on this. Holy crap! 1 hour and 8 minute video. Holy cannoli, dude! That's kind of ridiculous. I won't even lie. Uh, that's that was crazy. Uh, uh, yeah. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy this video. Um, I quite enjoyed talking about Skyrim. I don't know if it's something I've necessarily like talked about enough, really. Um, and yeah. Um, that's gonna do it for this video. I don't really have like a set thing of video ideas, unlike the last like couple set. So if I record something, I record something, I guess. Yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you for watching this insanely long hour and 10-minute video. And I'll see you later. Bye.